last time, after I posted a video, I was getting all these flashbacks and all these bad feelings, and found myself kind of feeling insecure about what I posted and checking numbers and all that. So anyway, I thought I'd do something about it. So in Buddhism, they have I think they call them mala beads or Buddha beads. In Christianity, they have, they pray the rosary. I'm not going that ambitious today. But I was thinking we could come up with some sort of modern mantras for how to cope with the pressures of the internet. Let me show you how it works. You just say something simple, and then you move a bead. The value of my art is not decided by how many likes I get. The value of my art is not decided by how many clicks I get, or something like that. Or people have hearts and feelings, and I love them. They're not just metrics. People are precious. I'm so thankful that I get to make art for, I don't know, I'm making these up, but you say it. It's like this funny game of therapy for content creators and artists. Yeah. So I put out a couple records with my band, Tense, and there's this thing called the post-release blues. Inevitably, there's this existential crisis that comes with this climactic experience. You pour your guts into this record, and all this time goes by, and you've just given everything you have to this record, and then it kind of comes to an end, and all of a sudden you're faced with just kind of it's like, how much money did you make? How many people interacted with your content? And was it successful? Whether it's failure or success, there's always existential crisis. And there's a lot of identity stuff wrapped up in that, and the way the markets work nowadays. And we're so close to the marketing. And when you really pour yourself into a body of work, it becomes a challenge to have a healthy relationship with that work and how people in the world perceive that work. And I think the same thing can be true on a much smaller level. Every time you put out a new piece of content on the internet on a much shorter scale, I think it's really meaningful exercise for me to examine how I feel when I post something. I think what I want to feel is gratitude. I want to feel thankful and humbled, and just be able to be a part of the conversation and interact with other people and share. I hate that word share. It's been co-opted and ruined by the internet. But that's really it. The problem, right, is that if we want to do our art sustainably, we really do need numbers. So to say the words over and over again, metrics don't matter, metrics don't matter, metrics don't matter, it's kind of not true. So that's the hard part. How do I have a healthy relationship with my metrics? And then it takes me back to before I ever made the content, and it forces me to ask the question, why am I making the content? And then we just get into a whole another topic, but gratitude is a good place to start. This is my buddy's coffee shop. It was good coffee. Oh, but I just burned myself. Shout out George Motes. Oh, yeah, it feels really good. I'm so thankful to be able to make art. And you gotta say share. I mean, you gotta say share. Yeah, so it would go like this. I'm so thankful that I get to make art and share it. I'm so thankful that I get to make art and share it. I'm so thankful that I get to make art and share it. This is no joke. This is something you could do. I'm so thankful. I'm like dodging the steering wheel that I get to make art and share it. I'm so thankful that I get to make art and share it. This might seem weird to you, and I'm kind of making it corny because I'm like doing it on camera, but I'm telling you, shit is busted. To be someone who's creative and to sit down every day and be so connected to all these numbers, it is so difficult, I think, for us to have a healthy relationship with it. And I'm just trying to find a way through. Maybe this could help you. Do you think I'm crazy? Which one's your favorite color? I like the turquoise. I'm totally gonna make like 7,000 of these, and I'm going to like sell them. Because I'm an influencer. I think what I want to tell you is that your art is important. I think what I want to believe is that making authentic, vulnerable stuff, whatever you're doing, whatever you're putting your hand to in the world, on or off the internet, please, off the internet. Let's all get off the internet. But wherever you're doing it, like, it has so much meaning. It has intrinsic value. That word intrinsic, it means that the value is baked into the process and the act. It's symbolic, it's beautiful, it's meaningful. That feeling of joy participating in this sort of sacred thing, the creative energy that we have inside all of us, enacting it. It's to really be awake to how meaningful that is and how precious it is to sort of just be okay with what happens, to be okay not being in control, to be willing to just let go. That's what I want for myself, and I'm so rotten at it, like the personality test kind of suggests that I'm like somebody who likes to win. I like to win, and I lose a lot, and losing is a really good part of the journey, and I'm okay losing, but ultimately I want to win. And it's really frustrating because being an artist, oh man, there's this tension there, right? Like, we can be driven and competitive, but ultimately art is about letting go of control, I think. And I think it's the best journey. So when I hold my cheesy, my prayer beads, I really want to convince myself, or somehow be willing to reach a place of acceptance that I don't have control, and a willingness to believe in this sort of creating harmony, this act of making things for people. It's so fundamentally good for society. It's good for me. It's good for people around me. It's good for you. It's good for people around you. It's good. It's enough. And yeah, the metrics matter, but I mean, whether you're a donkey or an elephant, metrics are capitalism, and art is art. So we really got to figure this out. So I'm making these beads. I don't know. Trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out the beads. Now I got to make a TikTok so people will find my video on the internet. They'll click the link in the bio, Oh, driving with my camera. Don't do this at home, kids. Don't do this at home.